Imagine you're at a social event and you've convinced yourself to strike up conversation with a stranger. But for most of it, all they've done is talk about the weather, their family you don't even know, or some random complaint that you don't care about. You might think to yourself, this is why I hate small talk. It's boring, it's shallow, and there's no point to it. At least, that's how I used to feel in those situations. But looking back now, I realized that I just didn't understand the importance of small talk or how to actually make it fun. And I know that might sound crazy to some of you, me describing small talk as fun, but it actually can be. And if you want to have better connections with new people, then you need to learn how to enjoy small talk. In this video, we'll talk about how to do that. But first, we need to answer the question, why is small talk even important? And it's because connections are built on it. It helps initiate conversations and allows each party to gauge a bit more of the other's personality. It's going to be the foundation of every new relationship, and it will start to create trust that can actually lead to deeper connection and conversations in the future. Now, you might be thinking of a person that you connected with straight away. Maybe your best friend or a partner, someone that you just were able to skip all the small talk with and were able to get straight into the fun and deeper topics. But this isn't always going to happen. Yes, you will get lucky sometimes and you'll find someone that you just mesh with. But even in those relationships, there's probably going to be a few probing questions that will allow each of you to feel a bit more comfortable around each other. So as a short answer, small talk is important because it helps create that trust that will lead to deeper connection and conversation. A stranger's comment that I saw online recently summed this up perfectly. Small talk leads to big talk. Okay, so now we know small talk is important. The next question we will ask is, how do we actually make it more fun? And I'm only going to share my personal answer, so this might not work for everyone, but I started to enjoy small talk a lot more when I began to adopt a curiosity mindset. Just ask yourself, what can I learn about this person? If you're interested to learn more about their mannerisms, how they interact, or how they respond to certain topics, you'll find yourself being a lot more engaged in the conversation. So ask them questions. Focus on learning more about their personality or how they present themselves, rather than just the words that they are saying. So I know it's simple, but that curiosity makes new conversations a lot more fun. But to be totally honest, sometimes it's not going to keep you interested enough. And if I find myself in that situation where the other person is just too boring, or I'm not creating enough of an exciting conversation, what I'll do is I'll gear my curiosity more towards myself or the social skills that I'm trying to work on. So for example, if the conversation I'm having with someone is quite dull, maybe I'll practice trying to create excitement by directing the conversation towards what the other person is passionate about. Or maybe I'll practice my active listening. Or maybe I'll take note of my body language and how I'm presenting myself. What I'm trying to say is that there is always something that you can enjoy or learn about while you're engaging in small talk. And if you focus on being curious about what you can learn, it's going to be way more fun rather than idly talking about the weather or how you got to the event or the traffic. Right, quick summary of those two answers. Small talk is important because it helps build trust and will lead to deeper connections and conversations in the future. And if you want to enjoy small talk, be curious, whether that's about the other person, their mannerisms, or whether it's about yourself or the social skills that you're trying to work on. These are just my opinions and how I've managed to enjoy small talk, even as someone who's quite shy and introverted. But if you have any tips for me or you have any other feedback, I would love to hear it in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching.